Yeah, click through for context. I mean, I had a very long uh, conversation with my brother Falcon this morning, who I'm just eternally grateful for every single freaking day. Um, and he reiterated that with me a bunch of times. He was like, anger is a completely valid response to the things that have been happening. It's just what we do with that anger, uh, and how we manage those emotions in the moment. And in the moment, yesterday afternoon and yesterday evening, I did not handle those emotions very well at all. And, um, which is trauma and PTSD and unresolved trauma getting triggered and coming back up, and those emotions coming through this little gateway that I opened up yesterday. And it's, I mean, it's like if you're living with PTSD or CPTSD, it's just a constant thing. I think maybe part of my issue with that is I've just never really believed uh, that PTSD is ever something that gets cured. I've always just kind of believed that it's something you just learn to coexist with. It's always kind of there. Um, my brother I think he's got a different opinion on that, but um, you know, and I mean, I think it's a difference between, surviving versus thriving. And I've just been in surviving mode for so many years, uh, where I'm like, okay, I'm no longer doing things on a daily basis that, pose a threat to my life. I must be better. But that's not entirely accurate. Um, so yeah, and I had existed that way for a very long time, and was managing things in my life reasonably well as I define it, meaning that I don't have any like life-threatening crises going on, whether they're self-imposed or whether they're external. Um, and I just gotten in this mindset. It's like, okay, well, if I'm not, subconsciously putting myself in life-threatening situations on a daily basis, that everything must be fine. But when you don't deal with that underlying stuff, and there have been a lot of things that have happened in the last year and a half uh, that I still need to deal with uh, in that regard, and um, so I'm looking forward to doing that in the near future. But you know, I mean, especially in the times that we're living in, man, it's challenging enough to take care of our mental health individually and collectively on a good day. While when we're heading into a second Donald Trump term with all the trauma from the last 9 years, um, but it just it just requires more diligence, more attention, more awareness of your mind and your body, and more frequent use of coping skills. So, which fortunately I have some of those, and I've also got my brother. I mean, can't go wrong when you got Falcon for a brother. Um, you know, but anger's a totally valid response to the things that we're all experiencing right now. It's just what we do with that anger that counts.